Hello class 8, how are you all? So today we are going to begin chapter 2. The name of chapter 2 is Microorganism, Friend and Foe. Microorganism, Friend and Foe. So what will we study in this chapter? Yes, what will we study in this chapter? In this chapter, we will study about organisms which are very small. Yes, organisms which are very small in size. Yes, those organisms which we cannot see with naked eye. Yes, we cannot see with naked eye. Yes, they can be our friend and foe. What does it mean? It means they can be harmful or harmless. Yes, some microorganisms are very useful, some microorganisms are very harmful. Yes. Okay, let me ask you a simple question, very simple question. How does the curd how does the milk convert into curd? How does the milk convert into curd? Think. How comes it possible? Do you know? Think. No, because of microorganism. Yes, because of microorganism. Yes. Do you know how does alcohol is formed? How does alcohol form? How does alcohol form? How does alcohol form? Do you know? No, because of microorganism. Yes, because of microorganism. So in this chapter, we will study about types of microorganisms with the help of some activity, and we will see lot of examples of microorganisms. All these topic we will cover in this chapter. You can see, as you can see on the screen, you can see in the picture, you can see few pictures of microorganisms. Yes, can you see? Actually these are very small. Yes, these are actually very small in size. Yes. So at first, now we will see the definition, introduction, then we will move on the next point. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's see the introduction. Yes. Can you see the pictures of some microorganisms? Yes. Can you see the pictures of some microorganisms? Yes, they are looking so dangerous. Yes. Because microorganisms can be foe, F O E, foe. Foe means enemy. Yes, means harmful. Okay. So, what are microorganisms? You can also call them microbes. Yes, microorganism, or you can also call them microbes. Yes, please check the spelling of microorganism. Yes, the spelling is big, but it is easy. Microorganisms, microorganisms. Yes, or you can say microbes, microbes. Micro. In the word microorganism, the first word is micro. Yes. What is the meaning of micro? Micro means very small in size. Yes. It means these organisms means living being. Yes, organism means living being. These organisms are very small in size. Yes, you cannot see with unaided eye. Unaided eye means naked eye. Yes, directly you cannot see. Yes. And have you ever seen bread on patches on bread? Have you ever seen patches, brown color patches, sometimes green brown color patches on bread? When you put the bread in humid environment, that time some patches grown on bread. These are actually fungus. Yes, they are actually fungus. Yes. Okay. So what are microorganisms? Yes, the microorganisms or microbes are small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eye. Yes, the microorganisms or microbes are small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eyes. Yes, the microorganisms or microbes, the microorganisms or microbes are very small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eye. Yes, that they cannot be seen with naked eye. Microorganisms or microbes are very small in size. Yes, they are very, very, very small in size. You cannot see, that cannot be seen with unaided eye. You cannot see, that cannot be seen with unaided eye. You cannot see with naked eye. Yes, some of these, such as fungus. Yes, fungus is a singular word. Fungus is a singular word. Okay, fungus that grow on bread. Yes, you might have seen some patches on bread. Actually, this is fungus. Can be seen with magnifying glass, but you can see micro with magnifying glass. Yes, other cannot be seen without the help of microscope. Yes, some microbes are so small that you cannot see even with the help of microscope. Yes, you, in that condition you need a special kind of microscope. Yes, that is why, that is why these are called microorganisms or microbes. Yes, because some of the microorganisms are so small that you cannot see with naked eye, and you cannot see with the help of, even with the help of microscope. Yes, that's why these are called microorganisms, or you can say microbes. Yes. Now the question is, how many groups of microorganisms? Yes, how many types of microorganisms? Actually, there are four major group of microorganisms. Yes, there are four major group of microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae. Bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae. Yes, how many group of microorganisms? Bacteria 1, fungi 2, protozoa 3, algae 4. Yes, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. There are four major main type of microorganisms. There are four main types of microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. And there is one more microorganism which is known as virus. Yes, virus. These are four main microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. And one more group of microorganisms is virus. Yes, one more group of microorganisms is virus. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's understand by an activity. Yes, let's understand by an activity. So what will you do? You will collect some moist soil. Yes, collect some moist soil from the field. Yes, from the field. If you know any farmer, if you have field, then you can collect some moist soil. Yes, you can collect some moist soil in a beaker. Yes, in a beaker. You can collect some moist soil, okay, in a beaker, and add water to it. And add water. Take some soil, take soil in a beaker and add water. But don't add too much water, okay? Add water, okay? Add water. So after soil particles have settled, when soil particles settle down, take a drop of water. Take a drop of water. Yes, take a drop of water on a glass and observe it with the help of microscope. Yes, Observe it with the help of microscope. What do you see? What do you see? Collect some moist soil in the field. Yes, collect some moist soil from the field. Collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker. Yes, in a beaker. In a beaker. Yes. And add water. Yes, and add water. After soil particle have settled down, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. Then what do you see? What do you see? Tell me the observation. Tell me the result of it. You will see small microorganisms. Yes, you will see small organisms. You will see small organisms. These are microbes. This activity proves that in soil there are microorganisms live. In soil there are many microorganisms live. Yes, in the soil there are many microorganisms live. Yes. In the soil, the microorganisms which are present, they may be harmful and they may be harmless. Yes. Even in our mouth, there are many microorganisms present. Yes. You cannot believe. Am I right? So, in soil, there are many microorganisms. Let's do one more activity and let's understand it clearly. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, activity number 2. Okay, kids, as you can see, take few drops of water. Yes, at first, what will you do? You will take few drops of water. From where? You will take few drops of water from the pond. Yes, what will you do? You will take few drops of water from a pond. Then what will you do after taking the drops of water from pond? Spread it on a glass slide. Yes, spread it on a slide. Yes. First of all, step number 1, take few drops of water. Step number 2, spread drops on glass slide. Yes, spread drop on glass slide. Then, with the help of microscope, try to observe these drops. Yes, observe through a microscope, then tell the result. Yes, what will be the result? Yes, take a few drops of water from a pond, spread on a glass slide, and observe through a microscope. What will you see? You will find that few tiny organisms, small organisms, are moving around. Yes, you will see organisms moving. These organisms are very small in size. You can see under a microscope. Yes, without microscope, you cannot see with unaided eye. Yes. So, when will you observe with the help of a microscope? Then you will see some microorganisms moving around. Now, let's write the observation. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, let's write the observation. So, in first activity, what did you do? You collected some soil from the field in a beaker. Yes, you collected some soil from the field in a beaker and you added water. Then after settling down the particles of soil, you took few drops of water and you took few drops of water on a glass slide and observed it under a microscope. Yes. Then what did you see? The small things that you observed under a microscope, these all are actually known as microorganisms. Yes. And next, after few seconds, we will see the examples of all major group of microorganisms that I told you that there are 4 major group of microorganisms. Yes. bacteria, fungus and bacteria. First number bacteria, second number fungus, third number is tell me, yes, think. Bacteria, fungus and do you remember? Yes, protozoa, algae. Bacteria, fungus, protozoa, algae, and there is one more group which is virus. Yes. And second activity that we did, it was we took few drops of water from the pond. Yes, we took few drops of water from the pond and spread it on a glass slide and observed it through a microscope. Then what did we see? We see small microorganisms that are moving around. Yes, we saw the small microorganisms which are moving around. Yes, which are moving around. Yes. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means in the pond, in the water of pond, there are many microorganisms live. Yes, there are many microorganisms live. And in the soil, also there are many tiny microorganisms live. Yes, we cannot see with unaided eye, as I already told about you. Yes, so we can write the observation that those small things you observe, those small things that you observe through a microscope are called a microorganism. Some of the pictorial example now we will discuss. Okay, let's move on the next point. Okay kids, first major group of microorganism is bacteria. Yes, bacteria is the first microorganism major group. So as I told you that there are four major group of microorganisms. First is bacteria, and there are many type of bacteria. Yes, as you can see on the screen, the bacteria which are in red color. Yes, can you see the picture? The bacteria which are in red color, the name is spiral bacteria. Yes, what is the name of it? Spiral bacteria. And in the second picture, which are in white in color, glowing in white, yes, the name is rod-shaped bacteria. Yes, these are rod-shaped bacteria. Spiral bacteria, rod-shaped bacteria, and bacteria. Some of the bacteria are harmful and some are not. They are harmless. They are very useful. For example, yes, to convert milk into curd, bacteria multiply and convert the milk into curd. Even in the formation of alcohol, bacteria are very useful. Yes. You might have studied about rhizobium bacteria in lower class. Do you remember? You might have studied about rhizobium bacteria in lower class. Do you remember? What does it do? What does it do, rhizobium? Do you remember rhizobium? Yes. Rhizobium is a bacteria which convert the nitrogen gas which is present in the environment into useful compound which is used by leguminous plant. Yes, which is used by leguminous plant. Okay, leguminous plants means plants with pod. Leguminous plant means plants with pod. So some of the bacteria are harmful and some of the bacteria are useful. So remember the name: spiral bacteria and rod-shaped bacteria. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay kids, next major group is algae. Yes, next major group is algae. Yes. So as you can see, the examples of algae on the screen? Can you see? Okay, let me show you, let me tell you uh, about algae microorganism. If you have ever seen the green patches, if you have ever seen green patches in stagnant water, yes, if you have ever seen during the rainy season, what happens, the water is collected at one place, and after some days you can see green patches in the water. What are these? These are actually algae. Yes, these are actually algae. And remember, algae is a plural word. Yes, algae is a plural word. Algae is a plural word. Yes, algae is a plural word. A-L-G-A-E, A-L-G-A-E, algae. And singular word is alga. And singular word is alga. Yes. As you can see in the picture, the example first is Chlamydomonas. Yes. The picture which is looking, the microorganism which is looking just like mouse. Yes. The microorganism which is looking just like mouse, it is a algae. Yes, it is a algae. What is the name of this microorganism? Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. And second picture you can see it is Spirogyra. Yes, Spirogyra. So both are algae, Chlamydomonas alga and Spirogyra alga. Chlamydomonas alga and Spirogyra alga. So what is the spelling of Chlamydomonas? Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas. Again, Chlamydomonas. Yes, Chlamydomonas. And what is the spelling of Spirogyra? Spirogyra. 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 Again, I am telling Spirogyra. Spirogyra. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Next major group of microorganisms is protozoa. Yes. Next major group of microorganisms is protozoa. So, have you ever heard about amoeba? Yes. Do you know about amoeba? Amoeba? Yes. You might have studied in 7th class or 6th class. Or yes. Amoeba is a protozoa. Yes, amoeba is a protozoa. Amoeba and paramecium both are protozoa microorganisms. Yes, both are protozoa microorganisms. Yes. And both are unicellular. Yes, both are unicellular. Yes, amoeba is unicellular. What is the meaning of unicellular? I will tell you later. Okay. After few minutes, I will explain you the meaning of unicellular and multicellular. Okay. After few minutes, I will explain you the meaning of unicellular and multicellular. So, as you can see in the picture, amoeba, can you see the picture of amoeba? Yes, in brown color. And paramecium, can you see the picture of paramecium in yellow color? Yes, both are protozoa. What is the spelling of amoeba? Amoeba. 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 Yes. And what is the spelling of paramecium? Paramecium. 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 Okay, I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. Now let's see. The next major group is fungi. Yes, next major group is fungi. Let's see the examples. Yes, fungi. As I told you in the beginning, I actually gave you an example that you might have seen brown color patches on bread. Yes, brown color patches on bread. These are fungi. These are fungi. Fungi is a plural word. Yes, fungi is a plural word. Singular is fungus. What is singular of fungi? Fungus. The brown color patches that you see on bread, they are fungi and they are actually microorganisms. What is the name of it? The name is bread mold. Yes. The brown color patches that you see on bread, they are actually bread mold. Bread mold. So as you can see in the picture, I had shown you three different microorganisms, three different fungi. First is bread mold, second is penicillium, and last is aspergillus. Yes, bread mold, penicillium, aspergillus. Yes, bread mold, BREAD, bread, MOULD, mold, BREAD, bread, MOULD, mold, bread mold. Penicillium, 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 penicillium. Aspergillus, 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 aspergillus. Yes. So you can see the picture. Some of the microorganisms are useful. Penicillium is used to make antibiotic. Yes, penicillium is used to make antibiotic. So now the question is, where do microorganisms live? Yes, where do microorganisms live? Let's find the answer. Let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, so I have written a question, where do microorganisms live? Before it, I will tell you that there are two type of microorganisms. Yes, mainly there are two type of microorganisms on the basis of cell. On the basis of cell. Yes. What are cells? What are cells? What are cells? What are cells? Cells are basic structural functional unit. Yes. Our body is made up of cell. Yes. The body of living organism is made up of cells. It means the body of microorganism also made up of cell. Yes. So there are two type of microorganisms on the basis of cell. There are two type of microorganisms on the basis of cell. First is unicellular organism, second is multicellular organism. Yes, first is unicellular organism, second is multicellular organism. There are two type of microorganisms, unicellular organism and multicellular organism. Unicellular organisms are also known as single cell organism. Unicellular organisms are also known as single cell organism. It means the body of unicellular organism, have only one cell. Yes, their body is made up of only single cell, one cell. And multicellular organisms are those organisms which have two or more than two cells. Yes, they are known as multicellular organisms. Now let's find the answer that where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms may be single cell like bacteria, algae and protozoa. Yes, bacteria, algae and protozoa may be single cell, means they may be unicellular, yes, or multicellular. Yes, they may be unicellular or multicellular. And algae and fungi, they may be multicellular. Yes, bacteria, algae, protozoa, some of them are multicellular and some of them are unicellular. Yes. Where do they live? They can live in any kind of environment. Yes, they can survive in all type of environment. Yes, they can survive in all type of environment. Even in low temperature, even at high temperature. Yes, in all kind of temperature. Yes, they can survive under all type of environment, ranging from ice cold climate to hot. Yes, from cold climate to hot climate, spring and desert. Yes, even to marshy land. Yes, even to marshy. They can survive in all kind of environment. They are also found inside the body of animals, including human. Yes, they also found inside the body of animal. As I told you that there are many microorganisms live in our mouth. Yes, we cannot see with unaided eye. So they are also found inside the body. Yes, and some microorganisms grow on other microorganisms. Yes, Some microorganisms grow on other microorganisms, means they are dependent. They are dependent. While some are exist freely. Yes, some can live freely. Yes. Microorganisms like amoeba can live alone. Yes. Amoeba. Amoeba is not dependent. Amoeba can live alone. Amoeba can live alone. While fungi and bacteria live in colonies. Yes. They live in group. Fungi and bacteria live in colonies, means they live together. They live together. Yes. So, such kind of organisms are called symbiosis. Means they make symbiosis relations. Okay. I hope you understood. Now, let's move on the last point. Okay, kids, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Write the examples of following microorganisms. Fungi, algae, protozoa, bacteria. Yes. Write the example of following microorganisms. Fungi. The examples of fungi microorganisms. Bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. Yes. Bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. Bread mold, Penicillium aspergillus. They are fungi. And protozoa, amoeba and paramecium, both are protozoa. Yes, amoeba and paramecium both are protozoa. And bacteria, spiral bacteria and rod-shaped bacteria. Spiral bacteria and rod-shaped bacteria, both are bacteria. Okay. Next question is, what are microorganisms? What are microorganisms? What are microorganisms? The microorganism or microbes, you can also call them microbes. The microorganism or microbes are small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eye. Yes, microorganisms or microbes are small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eye. Some of these, such as fungus that grow on bread, can be seen with magnifying glass, and other cannot be seen without the help of microscope. Yes. So there are 4 major groups: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Yes. Okay, next question. Write the types of microorganisms on the basis of cell. Write the types of microorganisms on the basis of cell. There are 2 types of microorganisms, unicellular and multicellular. Yes, unicellular and multicellular. Okay. Next question. Where do microorganisms live? Yes, where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms may be single cell like bacteria. Yes, microorganisms may be single cell like bacteria, some algae and protozoa. Yes, microorganisms may be unicellular, for example, bacteria, algae and protozoa, and some of them are multicellular. Yes, some microorganisms are multicellular. For example, algae and fungi. They can survive under all type of environment. Yes, it means they can live in all type of environment, ranging from ice cold to hot, even in spring and desert to marshy land. Yes, even in spring and desert to marshy land, they can survive in any place. Yes, they are also found inside the bodies. Yes, some of the microorganisms live freely. For example, amoeba can live alone, while some microorganisms grow on other organisms. Some microorganisms grow on another organism. For example, bacteria and fungi live in colonies. Okay, so I hope you understood. Today's class is over. Now we will meet in next class. Till then, goodbye.